Match 1 with normal Boros Burn. Keep. It does seem like they're taking their sweet, sweet time. Is this okay? Tron World Cookbook. So some type of Eldrazi Tron. Okay. 3 ball. So we're up against the Prison Tron deck, got it. This could be tricky with Underworld Cookbook to do enough damage to win, especially game 1. Because there was a deck that, okay, so 4 mana, Thunknut, Karn, okay. Mm-hmm. So did I get here is the question mark. That's somewhat ambitious. Okay. Hoogans. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're getting hit by Prison Tron. It's kind of annoying. 4 smash to smithereens in. 4 Searing Blaze out. This is one of the decks that's kind of newer to the format that I'm not exactly thrilled with, if I'm being completely honest. Four Chalice, four Trinisphere. This is basically the deck we're up against. So, 4 Ugin's Labyrinth, 4 of each Tron land, etc. So, we have a total of 7, 10 cards main deck that are able to turn on Ugin's Labyrinth. This hand is obviously not ideal, but ideally I'd like to draw another 1-drop this turn, either a 1-drop creature or 1-drop to play with Lava Spike so I don't get smacked by Chalice. Three balls kind of annoying, especially if they have Ugin's Labyrinth here. No, just Chalice on one. Of course. Mm-hmm. Smash to Smithereens would be great. Eidolon, not so much. It's a card that I did not miss being a regular part of the format. So the opponent's got Expedition Map and Trinisphere in hand. Because that's gone, that's gone. They also have Ugin, don't they? So I know 3 of the 5 cards in their hand. Opponent should potentially be at 5 because there is a possibility that I should have cast this Lava Spike on turn 2 rather than Boros Charm simply because of the presence of Trinisphere. Okay. Okay, that makes life relatively easy. Okay. I don't think there's anything reason to play Exquisitive Firecraft over any of the other spells. I guess the only nice thing about these prison builds is there's no like Thought Knot Seer to kind of bridge the gap. So they either have the nuts or they just get smoked. Sand is so debatable. And we'll try it because it's got the early pressure. As long as we don't get chaliced on one. Sure. Okay. So they exiled 2 chalices and hopefully they don't have natural Tron. He really kept a one-lander. That is a bit ambitious, even for an Eldrazi Tron player. Okay, so they kept a really bad hand and we won. Alright, matchup 2. Play is nice. It is pretty reasonable. Good lunch, have fries. Alrighty then. Okay, what is our opponent on? Mirror match. Mirror match. So this spear dealt 4 damage. Searing Blazes. Okay. Do they have an elegant parlor? They do. Okay. Okay, and also a Barbarian Room. Mm-hmm. Which means they're going to follow up with Alright, so based off of seeing that, we're actually going to bring Sanctifier and Vec in. So the version we're likely up against is we're likely up against a version more similar to Poseidon's, which is the semi-prowess variant. Yeah, that's somewhat terrifying. Did they hit me with a best shot? Fire away. Alright, so don't really like bringing in Sanctifier, but we're up against a version that is playing DRC, Bobble, Slick Shot, and whatnot. So they usually have Swift Spear. Usually it's Swift Spear, DRC, and Slip shot. So I would like to be able to board out a Lun, but Sanctifier will have to do. Oof. We'll keep it, but this is a very damaging hand. So they have a fetch land in hand. They're debating whether they want to deploy that or a fetch land, presumably. Sure. Put it with a Helix is unfortunate. Got greedy with a one-lander. Do not give them a land. Interesting that they go after that instead of the Goblin God. Main phase Sanctifier in back. Okay, sure. Does unfortunately slow down our offense quite nicely. Mm-hmm. Just gonna let the two bounce off of each other, basically. Don't think we win this game. Okay. Alright, being the mirror match was nice, despite keeping kind of a questionable game 2. Alright, match number 3. Four-lander can't keep. His hand's about as trashy, but we'll try it. Put back, I guess, basic. Burn is very much a resource deck, so mulligans do hurt burn a good decent amount. No, not scam. No. It's just a monkey. So, interesting. So does that mean we're up against Shadow instead of Scam? Go ahead and take care of the monkey while we can. Junde. Tarmadufi. Death Shadow. The blocks. Dead Teamer Battle Rage. Yay, Dead Teamer Battle Rage. Okay, well, for Sanctum Fire and Vec in, for Idle on out. Try it like that. Okay. Man, a lot of old decks have come out to play. An Eldrazi Tron deck, Jun Shadow. Yeah, definitely in the format has it's at least opened up to try new stuff. Whether it's correct or not, who can know? Okay, do I get Thunk Seized on one? Or does my opponent play a Ragavan? Okay, they play a DRC. Which I can literally ignore because it means nothing in the face of a Sanctifier and Vec. So, we're opponent to 14. The fact that we are against TBR does change the equation a little bit, but The nice thing about playing against Jund is the fact that it doesn't have any type of counter spell effects. So 4, 6, so we have 9, 13 points of burn in hand. Take the 1 and like it. Sure. All right. Bloop. Okay. Don't think I want Eidolon on the draw any more than I wanted on the play, so in the sideboard it stays. Yeah, sounds fine. Okay, monkey does monkey things. Interesting that they would waste immunogenic growth there. Guessing they either have a Scourge. Okay, it goes to 12. They need like double immunogenic growth there. Seems highly unlikely. Obviously, if they have Teamer Battle Rage, we're just dead. There's really nothing we can do about it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Not beating that. Alright, so we're playing normal burn in this particular league. The format's kind of wide open right now in terms of what people are trying. I mean, you know, people are still playing things like Yogg and Amulet and not all that, but you're adding Nadu, Ruby Storm, we've seen Junk Shadow, we've seen some graveyard decks. I kind of like how the format's opening up again a bit. I know people really don't like these MH sets sometimes, but it really does reopen what has become kind of a stale modern, even after the bans of Fury and Violent Outburst. You know, you were seeing a lot of the same decks. You know, sometimes it's nice to shake up the format a little bit. Obviously, 2-1 in this video. Played against Jun Shadow, Eldrazi, but really Prison Tron, and against whatever the heck the other round was, I couldn't remember. Oh, the Boros Burn mirror. Yeah, I mean, Burn it seemed like it's been decently positioned even before the rotation of MH3, but obviously after MH3 Burn, we'll have kind of a heyday for a little bit as people were sorting out their new decks and such. Burn will be relatively good for a while, even if it ends up being bad in the format overall, just because people are playing with new decks, they're playing with greedier mana bases. Really, decks aren't refined yet, and, well, Burn gets to continue to do Burn things. While I would love to be playing Flage, I think the name is the card, or testing it out, I don't think it's going to be great in Burn. I think like a 1-of or 2-of might be okay, but it's really hecka expensive right now, and I've kind of gone away from mana traders for a little bit, just because they don't really have the cards that I want yet, so it's kind of almost pointless to continue supporting them at the moment. Yeah, Modern is in an interesting place, at least right now. So, if you like Modern Burn content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you for our next video.